Hello guys, welcome back. This video is super wordy so it is voiced. There is also English and maybe Japanese subtitles, please turn it on if needed. Before I go straight to the topic, let me introduce the background of this video in case some of you guys don't know. On the 5th of October, someone posted a video on YouTube talking about a bug. Simply saying, you can modify the offline date of your guildmates to 99 days, through the time setting in your mobile. As a result, you can obtain the guild master authority even if the master is active. Well, this means hackers can steal or force disband your guild easily. The next day, another player posted 2 images about someone disbanded his guild, probably someone exploited this bug. But luckily, a Sobimo fixed this bug during the maintenance on the same day and brought the guild back. Well, maybe this is the reason why the maintenance was extended? So, maybe sharing a bug on YouTube is a good way to ask for a bug fix? Nope, definitely not, especially for a bug that can harm the whole community. Therefore, let me show you a proper way to do so. Okay, 2 years ago, I wanted to try if Saber Aura would stack up without deducting HP when my max HP goes down to 1% of the original. I made a gear set for that and switched to a new character. Then, I screwed up. So, I contacted the customer support through the official website. They replied me in the second day morning with this. We are sorry but please read the item description carefully before equipping it. Sounds dumb, right? That's why I made a video about the bug and clarified that it was a bug report. In the end of the email, I also listed out what I want them to reply so they won't reply me something dumb again. Surprisingly, they replied to me in the afternoon on the same day. They requested me to check my network. Okay, template reply with some odd suggestions. Well, it sounds useless but it can ensure the need for a bug fix. Also, it can buy time for investigation, at least, that's how I deal with my customers. Anyways, don't be frustrated and just try them out. In my case, they didn't help and I wrote a reply again. After that, they finally said they would investigate it, so I gave them the info they wanted. By the way, it will be nice if you can describe the procedures of triggering the bug, such as pressing button A and then delete something. Since some bugs can only be triggered under certain procedures. On the next day, they finally told me a useful solution and the case was closed. By the way, if you check the maintenance notice on the 24th of September 2020, you can see them fixing this bug. So, to make your bug report effective. First, be patient. Those customer support staff are not pro gamers, they need time and clear description for them to understand your issue. Besides, they need time to communicate with developers, so don't be frustrated if they send you dumb suggestion, just follow it and reply to them. Second, be precise. Please think that you are trying to teach them about the bug, making a simple video, listing your procedures and conditions will definitely help. Third, check your spam mailbox frequently. Yeah, sometimes it goes there instead of your primary mailbox. If you can't receive any reply for a few days, better send them a mail or initiate a new inquiry to urge them. Well, usually they will fix it after a few times of mail conversations, so you don't need to post it on YouTube, at least our producer won't check YouTube as frequently as we do. If you have watched the YouTube video about the bug, the creator did say what he did before publishing it, contacting customer service, and famous Toram YouTubers. However, if you read the reply carefully, you can know this is the template reply with suggestions, although it is useless. This means the customer support is still in stage 1, understanding the situation. Therefore, you should make a video, upload it to YouTube, but don't publish it. Reply the email with the link and tell them they misunderstood you. If they really don't want to fix it, they will just apologize without giving any suggestions. My point is, although I do agree that YouTube can be the last resort, there is still room for negotiation in this case and there is no need to spread it out. He also contacted famous Toram YouTubers. I guess Cronus and Zen are not hired by a Sobimo, they won't be able to do much more than you. Also, well, being famous means being busy. So, yeah. Considering publishing this bug can bring harm to the community and there is hope for solving it, is it really reasonable to publish it? Well, if the bug brings no harm to the community, unlike the bug this time, such as magic cannon damage rebounds. It still happens sometimes. Anyways, for bugs like this, there is no harm even if you publish them. Is there any good way to report them apart from contacting the customer service?
って感じですかね。あとさっき問い合わせっつったんですけど、多分ツイッターでなんか あれです、ハッシュタグなんかトーラム不具合とかで出してくれた方が多分早いです。
はい、
こっちの把握が。
こっちの把握が早いです。
問い合わせ系すると多分時間かかるんで、多分そっちの方が早いかもしれないです。
はい、トーラム要望とかありましたよね、ハッシュタグが。
要望と不具合混ざると結構、こっちのちょっと
検索
スピードがそう落ちちゃうんで、可能であれば分けてもらえるとこっちもやっぱ拾いやすいし、すぐに調査とか始めて、すぐ直したりできるし、サーバーが重いのはちょっとサーバーのスペック上げなきゃいけないんで、ちょっとそこはそうですね、 RRX さんが今出してくれた感じでやってくれるとすごく助かります。
はい、
すみません、ちょっと皆さんに負担をかけてしまうんですけども、もしよければ情報共有いただければなるべく直せるものは直していったりとかしますんで、
全部をね多分把握することはなかなか難しいので、皆さんで気づいたものをこう投げかけていただいてより良くしていくのは全然いいと思いますからね。
そうですね。エーテルコード
Yeah, I know it, but I didn't translate it, as I was afraid of someone publishing a bug that can be exploited by hackers. But well, people will still release it on YouTube like this time, right? So, at least Twitter with #Toramu Fuguai is a method with a higher success rate. Ah yes, I highly recommend you to use Japanese, so it is easier for P to pick it up. By the way, if you want to request a new feature, use #ToRamuYobo instead of #ToRamu Fuguai. Don't abuse #ToRamu Fuguai, it is for quick and simple bug only. Besides, it's just something additional, contacting customer support is still the best. Another way is to make use of the Toram official livestream. That's how I reported the typo in that Tsukimi event announcement last time. It is for simple bugs only, for bugs that require video demonstration. It may be useless, probably the staff doesn't have time for checking it.
はい、このパートは日本コミュニティへの内容から日本語でやっていきます。まずは日本語が下手でごめんなさい。前回のギルドバグのツイートは問題なく意思疎通ができるから大丈夫でしょう。多分本当に聞きづらいなら字幕をお使いください。そうね、本題に入ろう。ギルドバグを海外から日本へ広まったこと本当にすいません。ギルドバグ動画が公開された後、私すでに原作者にアドバイスしました。すぐに問い合わせのメールを返事すると。すでに公開したから本気にやりたいれば Twitter か生放送にやれと、日本語のテンプレートもくれだよ。別の海外さんたちには動画を非公開を要求した。結局何も進展もなく次の日に迎えました。次の日は知っていた通り、海外圏に被害者が出だガラ急な対応を求めるためツイートを出ました。今回は運が良くメンテ中で問題を解決しだけど、運が悪いと日本海外一緒に炎上するからね。だから本当にすまん。次は運営へのメッセージです。こんなに早くバグを対応してくれてありがとう。おかげであまり被害が出なかったが、正直言えば今回の問題の本質は何だ？バグそのものじゃなくて、海外のユーザーさんが勝手に悪質なバグを公開したのこと。問題の本質は海外ユーザーがあなたたちの問い合わせサービスに信用してないから。誤バンされた後コンタクトしても問題は解決しない。去年9月のメンテナンス単美に香港のユーザーが次から次へとログインできなかった。問い合わせた後も言い訳しかもらえません。トーラムに関する要望を送っても何の改善も見えません。特に日本語が知らない海外さんにはトーラム要望とトーラム不具合が使いません。だから無力を感じたんでしょう。もちろん私は勝手に悪質なバグを公開することに反対です。日本語がちょっとわかるからあなたたちの努力もわかる。だからずっとトーラム更新情報を英語に翻訳してる。だけど海外のユーザーさんへの意見の交流がまだ足りないのも確かだ。例えば事前に海外のユーザーの要望を取り、その回答を録画する。事前の準備ができるから字幕をつけるのも生放送より簡単。とにかく海外のユーザーの交流方法の改善をお願いします。じゃないと今回みたいな事件が2度目があるかもしれません。特に今回はハッピーエンドになって彼らに希望を見せたから。
Thank you so much for watching or listening. Anyways, thank you so much for your patience. Please share this to your friends and newcomers that you know. By the way, please comment about the audio also. Indeed, it is a trial before I really work on my build videos. Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next video. Bye bye.